I quickly went to Twitter to get what is trending, and first on the list is scam. I actually don't know what the scam is about, but I'm just giving you the list of the things that are trending on Twitter as of now. And so there's also Sewa Brony. She's also trending. And then there's Koforidia, which is number 3 on the list. The next is Snapchat, and then Black Stars. I have a very special guest with me here, and I would like him to introduce himself briefly.
Okay. As usual.
Yeah.
My name is Oyinte Samuel.
Oyinte Samuel.
Good afternoon to your listeners.
Yeah, we are listening.
So, as you all know, they call me Prophets.
Okay, Prophets.
Yeah,
you're welcome to today's edition of Tech Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we've been hearing that you want to talk to us about tech facts.
Yes, that's
just
true.
Say something small about it before we go to the main.
All right. So basically, when we talk about tech facts, there are things that most of us do not know about. So tech facts talks more or throws more light on the fact that most people are not abreast with current tech, or it could be current, it could be past tech event. So basically this tech fact is to let us know where we are, because we are in the technological era.
Yeah.
So basically.
Okay, thanks a lot. We start with our main topic for today. So, Mr. Oyinte, what is the first thing you have for us on your list?
Okay, so on my list, the first we have is, did you know in the tech industry now, did you know that most parents now name their kids as in names of technology? For instance, people name their kids Siri, like we have in iPhone, you know.
Wait, let me cut in something. Yesterday, I was watching a YouTube video, and then there was this girl that was saying that she's called Siri.
Wow.
But so when she tells people that she's Siri, they're like, "Oh, so your name after Siri?" And she's like, "No, look at me.
She knows everything.
Look at me. No, look at me. And how old is Siri? Compare." I say, who was named after who? Yes.
So basically, you realize Siri came first, because
when did Siri come?
Phone, iPhone was in existence before she was born.
But I believe, even though iPhone was in existence for a long time, I think Siri is not all that old.
So we ask ourselves, those days, the mom or the dad, where did they get this thing from? Maybe for me, I think Siri came first, because in those days they were not technologically inclined. They were not highly as we have today.
Okay.
So she can't say she's boss over Siri.
She is.
Eugenia, what do you think?
She to me she is, because let me see, from here Google says that in April 2010 Apple acquired Siri, and in October 2011 Siri was unveiled as an integrated feature of the Apple iPhone 4S. So the girl has the right to say that, because Siri came in 2010 2011.
Okay.
So what's the girl's age now?
Well, I don't know her age. She didn't mention, but you could see she's not a teen. That I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me see. Siri will be like 11 to 12 years.
11 to 12. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Eugenia went on Google, right? So that sends me to the next fact.
Okay.
So did you know that about 97 people type in words in Google to check for spelling if they are right?
So they're not sure of the word, so they just
Yeah,
type
they just
into
go into Google, type in the words to be
I
sure.
don't even use Google. I use my normal keyboard. I start typing. I have
Yeah.
that swipe thing. So I start swiping and the word
what
just
is it
pops
called?
out.
Is it auto?
The autocorrect
Dictionary.
and
Yeah,
this thing.
yeah, that one.
They just come.
Okay, I actually use it sometimes too. I'll go to WhatsApp or something if I'm not sure of the word.
Or sometimes I just use the input voice to
Voice
text
input,
this.
yeah.
This thing. I just pronounce the word and the keyboard spells it. Don't
That's
stress.
I mean, it's not wrong to do that. It helps actually. It helps.
So it's a fact people do not know.
Oh, okay.
About 97 people,
97. Wow.
97%,
Nice.
they go on Google to do that. And did you know again that there's this syndrome? Sometimes you have phone on you and you're like, you have a vibration.
A vibration.
You feel like you had a call,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't a call.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a name for it?
Yes, there's a name. Absolutely.
Okay. Wow.
Wow. So it's actually called phantom.
Phantom.
Yeah, phantom.
Like you feel like you're having a call, but no one is calling you.
Nah, it's not a call. Like you feel vibration from the phone. It's like you see when you
Your
put
phone
your
is talking to you like, hey,
no
take me.
vibration like when you put your phone on silent mode or vibration mode is the best to explain. So you see when a notification pops up or something, it vibrates. So that's type of thing. Even though your phone there's no notification or anything, but you feel your
You feel
phone
like-
vibrate.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that type of thing.
So it's phantom vibration syndrome. So you feel like phone is on you, you guys are chatting, or you're in a noisy area, then all of a sudden you feel like, hey, your phone has vibrated. And it'll be a friend, then you take it out and you realize that hey, it's empty. No one was even thinking about you. Calling you. So yeah, so
So that one is it okay or it's
I think
To me, it has more to do with people who are so attached to their phone.
absolutely.
Me, I experienced it because I'm that attached
Yeah.
to my phone.
So research suggests this happens to people who are so much attached to their phone, just as Eugenia said. Yes, they are over involved with their phones.
yeah.
Yes, I'm
Every
dating
minute.
my phone.
I see.
That's another level.
Yeah. So that is another fact. So formerly we were talking about the names. People name their kids also Mac, as in MacBook, MAC.
MAC here.
Yes, and it's alarming because Mac, me, you ask your name, like what's your name, Pa? What's your name? And Pa says I'm Mac. I say Mac, MARK. Pa says no, it is MAC. So what's the
Okay.
meaning?
Okay, there are actually names like MC, as in that is also pronounced Mac.
Yeah, for MC
Right.
like
Mm.
Makaki.
Yeah, so that one too.
Yeah, but this is MacBook.
MAC.
Like the person added the book.
Like MacBook.
MAC. That Mac.
MAC, like Mac.
That Mac spelling. Not
Just
the
Mac.
I mean, the person is a fan or a lover of MacBook or something. So
I think it actually makes sense to me. Naming somebody after technology is not actually a bad thing to me. It actually makes sense because here lies the case, naming, especially those who are really superstitious and stuff, naming goes way to bear a lot of things because definitely the names we are carrying around, it's either we get it from one part of a
it was
mythology,
taken from
something,
somewhere.
one mythology thing or the other, either from a Greek mythology, something, Egyptology, a lot, and you don't even know where it's coming from. Our colonial masters just brought it. We decided to accept it.
True.
And their beliefs and our beliefs then were not really in par. So I don't know. So I prefer naming my child, let me see, Siri. I know Siri.
After
Siri,
something you know.
and Siri is a
Yes.
physical thing. It doesn't have anything spiritual attached to it. It's physical. So there's nothing spiritual coming to it. But you go and name your child Anthena. Anthena is a goddess.
Yes.
What do you don't know what is attached to that name of a goddess. Even you might think it's just a myth, but there's no smoke without fire. You don't know. It's
True.
definitely came from somewhere.
True. So if you're listening to us, you can also tell us what you would like to name your child and why you would like to name your child. What you want to name your child. Yeah, so let's continue.
So in 2012, at least 6 girls were named Apple,
Apple.
like Apple. I don't know whether it's the red one or the green
The
one.
green one.
So 49 guys were also named Mac, as in the Mac,
Mark, yeah.
MAC, and at least 17 girls were named Siri.
Wow.
Yeah, that was in 2012.
Okay.
So you realize that Alexa is one of the popular names in US. So number of babies named Alexa have declined. It has dropped drastically. to-
Because Alexa is
because
more popular now.
no, it's now dropped because it is now a cake. So they're taking Siri, Mac,
Ah, okay.
Apple. Yes. So
Okay.
you're yet to hear some song. Or maybe some. No, not my name.
Okay.
Or sang. Okay, we have Chinese who name their song.
So I think the song and things that
Yeah.
it's song is more of Korean.
Yeah.
That is
Korea.
why Samsung is a Korean product too. Why not?
Wow.
Yeah. So again, another fact, Android is gender specific. Why do I say Android is gender specific?
Yeah,
What I mean
please.
is, literally, it means that male humans, the robot, the Android has a robot as the logo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a male human
Yeah. It's a meal this thing.
appearance used.
I used to go to the about of an
Yeah,
Android phone
yeah.
and go and play that their game.
So
Yes. Yes.
so that robot is a male. And
So that makes Android.
Android is just basic. It's not fair.
why is it fair?
It's not fair. How can you use only
No, the male
male?
came first.
The male came
So the
first.
lady will come back later.
How long has
Okay.
Android been in the system?
Hmm.
When is it later?
So the lady is actually called gynoid. That's GYNOID.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Android is being partial.
Mm.
Yeah. So again, in 2019 May, the top 3 Googled words. The top 3 was
May
the
19.
May 2019 May.
Okay.
Facebook, YouTube, and Amazon. These words, I mean, they are the most Googled words.
Oh, okay. That means that during that time, people were accessing those places more.
Most of us were like on Facebook, everything Facebook,
Yeah,
especially
Facebook.
Ghanaians.
2019, where was I?
Yeah, I think 2019 I'm still messages without messages. Facebook is more into Facebook.
Maybe she's still thinking.
Yes, I was just
Maybe it's over
thinking.
you.
Probably
You were coming here.
after the show.
2019 you were here
Yes, I was here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
because you came with us.
May 2019. Okay. So Facebook, most people were on Facebook,
Facebook and YouTube.
YouTube, and Amazon.
Wait, that reminds me. Let me ask this question. When did this YouTube channel thing start? Nowadays people are like, I'm a YouTuber, like I'm a YouTuber for life, like as in their career and stuff. When did it start? I know it was there already, but it's like along some time, along the line, it gained some kind of popularity, and it's still gaining it.
Okay, how should I put it? People just realize that when you go to YouTube, usually you search anything and then YouTube brings about this thing. This YouTube almost has everything you're looking for, like video on almost everything you're looking for.
Yeah.
From songs, and I think what made YouTube really popular were music videos. Because you want a music video, this you want to go and check, and then people started commenting on these music videos, so they had to do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you pick a particular music video, you bring your comment on it, oh this. You want to learn a particular dance to a music video, choreography and stuff. They did it through this thing, and then one way or the other they became influencers. YouTubers are more of influencers, so they influence you, so anything. So that is how people are like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. They're influencers.
And you know, it's amazing the things you find on YouTube. Like literally
Basically
everything.
Yeah, you can even go and search how to drink water, and people still go and search for that.
You even get
I'm
to-
so sure.
You even get how to soak Gary.
Everything is there.
Like how to drink water, like yo,
Yes. How to clap.
how to prepare water. Somebody was this video. I was on YouTube and then this thing popped up. Recipe for water.
Hey, like seriously.
Recipe for water.
What? Why are they adding oxygen and other things?
And then Barry. And the
Wow,
guy
you found it there.
recipe for the person was, and like the person was saying how he likes his water to be, how he likes preparing his water before he drinks it. Yo, just open your fridge, take the water and drink.
I'm sure the person is not Ghanaian or an African.
Oh no,
Okay.
YouTube is very interesting.
Africans, we like joking, but not that way.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next fact. Again, did you know the first alarm clock started? It can only wake you up at 4 a.m.
Ah?
Oh yes.
I'm not be fair.
Not fair saying.
I want.
4 a.m.
It's not fair. What if I don't have anything to do early in the morning, and I want to wake up at like say 8 because I have an appointment at 10?
That means even if I want to wake up at 3 to 8.
3.
Hey, before the 4.
So that was the first invention.
Wow.
So the first alarm clock only rang at one time, which is 4 a.m., where which was invented by Levi Hanchain in 1787.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I understood why they wanted to wake up at 4.
Why?
they work a lot, yeah. They wake up early to work.
They work a lot, but they had to also sleep.
Mm,
4 was the ideal time.
wow.
Okay, so it's rang through. From 1787 until 1876, when alarm clock was made to. You can set your time at.
That's a
any time.
long time.
Yes, long time you suffered. So it's better if you don't want to be woke up by an alarm, then it's better you don't,
You don't
especially at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
For me, 4 a.m.
Well, no,
is too
why?
much. 4 a.m. is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, did you know you are in good hands if your surgeon was a gamer, like as we say game. Yes, if your surgeon
Open game boy.
game bopa
Na surgeon so dear. Surgeon know to me open game boy.
Yes, it's very good. To me.
Okay.
share in the
Yeah, to me, I prefer a surgeon who knows how to, play games and stuff to work on me.
Why?
Mhm.
Wait,
Because-
let's listen to Eugenia before
let's
you.
listen to
Yeah.
Eugenia.
Because a surgeon, when you are going to work, you have to be 100% relaxed, or at least 99% relaxed.
At least.
At least.
I mean,
99.
nobody can be 100% relaxed.
That is at least 99% because you're going in human life.
Yeah.
Because as a surgeon,
Yeah.
human life, you can't mess up.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't
even think of.
You shouldn't even think of. You can't. If you do, dead straight, because you're going to be cutting this thing, and the body is full of their veins, their veins and arteries and things lying beneath this thing, and you're cutting in deep. So you don't know if you mess up a little, if you move a little, even a 0.1, when you're not supposed to move, you might cut an artery.
Yeah.
And when an artery is cut, you can't repair an artery. You can't repair an artery. So with this, those who game, you game. So it helps with your fingers. Like you are gaming, your fingers will move. So you know how to control each finger of yours together with your thumb. You know how to, and your brain is at work. So your brain is in sync with each finger. So you know when I press this part, it goes this way. So you don't miss. So when you're handling your surgical tools, you have to be using your fingers and your tips should be in. They should be synchronized. Like they should be synchronized. So when you're doing it, like it feels like you're pressing. So you know when you're using maybe this cutting this thing, you know as your thumb is going with your maybe your index finger and this, it goes like, and so because of the game you're already practicing with it. Like you are used to it
with your finger.
With your fingers.
Nice.
And your brain also is already in sync with your fingers, so it helps.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
so
that is what I think.
now Eugenia has spoken. Let's hear from
Eugenia
your
has a
side.
point. So I think if you're going to be operated on, you should ask the surgeon, were you getting paid those times before? So what happens is that research shows that surgeons that grew up playing games most of their times, like over 3 hours, they can sit for like 3 hours per week.
Okay.
They make fewer errors.
Fewer errors.
Like about let's say 37% error
Wow.
when they are working.
But you know, there's this perception that as maybe a surgeon or someone who's going to medicine and those things, you have to be serious and learning always.
Well,
and how can those two, be
So
together?
there's this woman, this auntie of mine who was operated, Auntie Angie. She was telling me when she was going to be operated, the surgeon asked her, "Do you think I can operate on you?" Because the man was always shaking.
Hey.
His fingers were always shaking. So the man asked my auntie if she thinks he can do the operation. She was like, "Why not? You can."
That's some dream.
Yes. Vimpa.
And
So
I hope
the
it was
man,
successful.
yes, it was successful. It was perfect.
Great.
Yes. So the man was like, basically what my auntie was trying to tell me was, when he starts to work to operate on you, he doesn't shake. But aside anything, picking his phones, he shakes, glass, anything. But when he's in the act of operating, he's fantastic.
Synchronization.
Wow.
So
That's
I was like, wow. So I think he was a gangbae. Yes. So parents should stop bashing their kids when because I remember those times when I'm going to play game, I have to
Game center, the way they
Games-
come
the
to
way they
pull us
beat-
out, they come and beat us
I
in
know,
school.
right?
Yo. Hey,
When
I've
you are
been
crying, you don't
I
come
can't
home and say-
remember. I can't remember like I can't count the number of times I've been punished. That time it was this thing, injustice.
Oh, okay.
When injustice came, I used to go to the game center. I go to the game center, I'm the only girl there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey God. You know I didn't receive lashes at school.
I remember.
But the thing is that after the lashes, you still go there.
Of
Oh
course.
yes, we'll go.
If,
You
or
wouldn't tell
either
them
that
you're
or Cassie, that thing.
Yeah.
Please.
You see,
Hey,
that
God.
thing is really good. It helps your brain.
Yeah, because
use
you know this.
almost
this,
all the parts.
you have to use all the parts.
You use it
Else they'll
both
score
left and
you,
right.
so
You develop the size
You
of
go
your
then
brain.
you're moving. Your feet has to be in sync with your brain and your hand going at the same time. And
I played one recently and I was very excited. It's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yes.
For Cassie, I wasn't good at all.
Oh,
I was good
don't
at
worry, one day we'll do much.
But now
for game,
they
game
made
part,
me stop. So by the time I got to JHS, I stopped. So now I'm not sure I can really play, but I'll try.
Don't worry, one day we'll do much.
Okay, and again, research also shows that their completion rate is at 42% faster.
Wow.
Yes, when it comes to performing laparoscopic surgery.
Okay.
So when we
I'm
say
tempted to ask what's the meaning of the
laparoscopic
Yes.
surgery, yes. So this type of surgery is a technique where a small portion of the body is cut, and they insert a tube into you
Oh, okay.
with camera.
Yeah.
So it searches the parts within the body where that needs to be operated. So you don't need to. The surgeon doesn't need to open you up like they used to.
Yeah.
Before operating on you. So just a small portion, then you can easily find.
So does it mean that if you're getting big, you can that
Yes,
gives you the
it's part-
opportunity to venture into?
Yes, that's very true.
Okay.
Because with that, you know how to navigate your
Yeah.
way through. So yes, so that's research for you. So that's a fact people didn't know. So now you know.
Mhm.
So we have another fact. Did you know that majority people plug in their USB wrongly? The
Wrongly.
USB drive.
Mhm.
You first insert,
Yes.
then you turn it
Yes.
upside down
So
again.
it's like,
Then you put it back.
you check and be like, it's not like this, then you change it.
Yeah, and even sometimes you can turn it upside down like twice. You be like, no, I sound so checking.
Sometimes if place it's your laptop, you have to carry the side of
And
your
check.
laptop and check.
And you watch the USB again, and you fix it correctly.
Yeah.
So, research says majority, about 86 people plug in their USB upside down. Eugenia, do you do that?
What? My USB upside down.
Yeah. Have you?
No, when I'm coming before I plug it in, I just check. So I know.
You always check.
I always check. So
You know-
it has this part. So you notice some white
Mhm.
like ash thing
Yeah.
there. So you know that place the empty slot goes there,
Okay.
and the other side is full. So I don't miss that.
You know your USB very well.
Yes, have to.
Sometimes I can be in my room and my sister will call me from afar.
Come here. Come here, connect this for
They show me the mommy.
You just have to check. There's one empty slot and there's one with this thing. So the empty goes with the one with the this thing.
Okay,
and
me too. I used to do what Oyinte was saying. Before some time I watched, there are these YouTube videos like what you've been doing wrongly and this and I checked.
that
And I
five
realized that
and that 5 minutes craft.
I realized that some actually work. Let me spoil Oyinte's, and I'm sure I know what he's going to say. There's when you take a USB, there's some place they've drawn something like a lightning. That's the place that is like let me say the right side.
Yeah.
So if you want to connect, let's say you have your USB, you check the right where there is the lightning. That's like the right way to connect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
This is what I was thinking about.
Okay.
So there's a part that has a filler and there's an
Yeah.
empty part.
Yeah.
So you immediately check. So this part has a filler as well. So the empty spot immediately goes here. And then it enters.
Sometimes you don't look.
Yes, you don't.
When
You don't
when
get
you're-
to look.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes. When you don't get to look. When maybe you're distant from it and maybe it's hidden, you want to put it. Okay, you can only get it right maybe when you know you have it right. You have the position right.
And it comes. I just know automatically the part with the filler comes. And the top is
It's
you
empty.
don't look.
It's-
So yes,
it's all-
empty. So you just automatically knows it. You just
Okay.
put it. Same thing.
All right. So can we move to the next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you know the first computer mouse was made of wood?
Wood.
Yes, as an entire was yeah. Yes. So basically Doug Elbert invented it in 1964, where he made it in a rectangular form and featured a little buttons on the right. Then again, why he named it mouse, because he realized that the cord when he invented it, the cord was at the button like of the mouse. So the cord reminds him of the most popular rodent, mouse. Most popular rodent.
It's just the most.
So yes, so
Named it a mouse.
he named it a mouse.
Nice.
Yes. So there are mouse that when they fall on you, you feel it. You feel heavy mouse. I mean, the mouse in the market, Medina market, you feel it. I've had several occasions where I've had mice fall on me,
They were just passing your
and
leg.
I'm like, they're heavy. They take away and other things. So, so they eat heavy. So, yes, that's one fact that we never knew. Okay, so again, did you know people read faster or slower based on depending on what they are reading from? If it was a book, they read faster, but if it is a screen, the reading rate reduces. Maybe you didn't know.
You have to explain what you're saying.
Okay, so what I mean is when you're reading on a screen, from a screen, the rate is reduced to about 10%
Okay.
slower than from paper. So when is due to the blinking rate. When one blinks at a rate of 20 times in a minute every day. You want to count?
I'm trying.
So 20 times. So if you can count, you can try and count
Okay.
20 times per minute every day. But when they are placed in front of a computer or a screen, the number drops to 7 times per minute. So since I'm reading on a paper, my blinking rate is not reduced compared to the screen, because the
Is
screen
it because
has
of the light?
absolutely
Okay.
light. Yes. So that is one fact. Eugenia, have you counted yours?
No.
We'll count it later.
All right. So again, did you know the radio took about 38 years to reach an audience of 50 million?
Or 15 million.
50.
50 million.
50 million. The radio took 38 years. So this our inventors, they didn't give up at all.
Yeah.
They were working.
Some didn't even live to see
What they began.
what they began.
I've forgotten his name.
It's not easy being an inventor.
I used to
I
check
remember
too.
when I started inventing my things.
Oh yeah, like John Patrick.
Yeah, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, he invented.
What did you invent?
Oh,
Don't worry.
that
When
one.
you get
That
to
one.
the lab,
Don't you worry.
it's in the lab.
No, no.
Yeah.
Still testing.
It's in the lab.
Still
so-
testing.
No, it's done. Patented and everything.
Hey,
Yeah, one.
me, what right now? I want them to invent something that make you immortal. That's what I'm waiting for.
Thing.
Wow.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Do you think that will be possible?
Yes.
Everything is possible.
I mean,
We
I'll
have
be
to
waiting.
die.
Wow.
I'll be waiting till
No,
they
we have
come
to
into
die.
something.
No,
you
it's
certainly have to
just,
die.
it is just you just have to target yourself and stuff. So we leave that one to the medical doctors and science.
You can imagine the experiments and things that will be involved.
Yeah, they should start with. They will definitely start with mice. So the anti-aging thing.
No.
They've already started.
Volunteer.
I think
Volunteer.
Oh, if, Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
if,
Virginia volunteer.
of course, if it works, I'll be one of the first people to purchase.
No,
Now
you
volunteered
said
for
be a
the
volunteer
experiments
and
now.
yes,
You
for
want
the experiment.
I want to be
They
an
want to
immortal.
use-
I should experiment. There's somebody to enjoy. Something I want to enjoy.
So yeah,
No.
you give yourself.
That reminds me of SHS when they are saying we should do class contribution. Maybe they come to, let's say, paint the wall or change the border. I'll be like, this contribution, if we do it, this board will not be changed right now. So me, I'll not do. Because how can I pay something and somebody will come and be enjoying from
I know, right?
Hey. I think there was an
So
extent for us.
before that, back to what Eugenia was saying, where she wants, like, we shouldn't die, right?
Yeah, she has to be immortal.
Yes, immortal. I think human beings have been invented. However, there's no breath. That is the only thing that.
Then are they human beings?
Okay,
They are humans.
okay, they are humans.
For the
Alright.
time being, they are not beings.
Created.
What the
They are
right?
humans,
They can
but they are
only-
not beings.
See, it cannot be original as God. I once.
That invention.
Oh, me on TikTok, I just saw it, but I didn't really pay attention. Even they were trying to create it right from being a baby. They didn't want to create a human being who is grown, a baby. So like, they are trying to do experiments so that the baby will grow, become this thing. They should do it fast. Me, I want to stop giving. I don't want people to
You
give
want to
birth.
give it. Your sister.
I can't go through that stress of
Yes.
pushing.
Okay. So we'll move on to our next. So we'll move on to our next, where smoking will void your Apple warranty. You know,
What?
smoking,
Mhm.
like you smoke cigarettes or yeah.
What do we do?
It will
Okay.
void your Apple warranty because in the Apple terms and conditions
Mhm.
we have smoking ban on your
Eugenia is so shook.
yes.
She doesn't understand
So
how.
if you have an Apple product, Junior, are you using an
How
Apple
can you tell
product?
I
the
use a
story?
MacBook and I use
Oh,
this and I
okay.
use an
You're
iPad.
an Apple girl.
You smoke.
Why not?
Hey, let's leave it here. Let's leave it here. That's not what I
It's
was
not that I'm not
expecting.
even-
Let's leave it
It's
here.
really good
So
to
you
read
don't
the
have to-
terms and
You
conditions.
don't have warranty.
Yeah,
But how would you know I smoke?
okay, so
Well, the phone will detect the smoke or something.
it's actually
Or the device.
it's actually the it's something it's a built-in device.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're going, you just leave the phone in the house.
Now, how do you know? You just know it.
I just got to know. And I never no
So I know.
How
but
so many
usually
people
when
to-
you're going out to smoke or something, I don't think it's
But you
usually
use the
send
phone,
your-
take the
usually-
phone. You take it along.
no.
So the phone is your boyfriend,
Some
remember?
people do.
My phone is my boyfriend. And I don't
You leave your boyfriend behind.
of course.
Just so.
Of course, because you sometimes what are you going to do on your phone when you're high? Like
Start
imagine.
calling.
You don't yeah. I feel that you might even start sending money to people and not supposed to.
Let's leave this here.
Okay.
Okay.
So to our next one, we have the first cell phone was made in New York City.
NYC
NYC.
baby.
Where were they when I was using my
Baby.
cell phone?
Oh, where were they?
Hey, where were they when I was using my cell phone?
Okay.
When were you
I
born?
don't
So,
like that.
so
When were you
in,
born?
in 1973, where were you?
Me, I don't like disclosing my age.
So in 1973, the first ever mobile phone was made by Martin Cooper,
Yeah, Martin Cooper.
yeah,
I
an
know
employee
that.
of Motorola.
Hello,
Moto.
Moto.
Yeah, made from the streets of New York City. Yeah.
Street boy.
So it was until 19 years later when Neil Papworth,
Okay.
yeah, sent the first SMS message. So when the phone was made, no one sent an SMS message.
So what were they waiting for?
That I'm sure they struggle to be able
I'm
to
sure, yeah.
make the phone mobile in the first place.
Mhm. Yeah, they were still using their letters and sending letters by
Yeah.
post. So he sent the first SMS 19 years after.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
19. That's a lot.
Yes. Yes. So this also brings us to our next tech fact. The first commercial text message was sent in 1992.
So like civilization did not even. Civilization is like just
What do you mean by
not civilization per se,
tech.
but like technological
Yeah,
this thing,
yeah.
advancement or something.
Yeah, tech.
Not even tech per se. Modern tech, because there were technologies in their time. They had their own forms of technology.
Technological tech.
What I say?
Technological tech. Wow. So the first SMS on December 3rd, 92, a software architect named Sema Group used a computer to text Merry Christmas to a Vodafone employee.
I received some.
You received some
Yes.
in 1992. Wow. Wow.
Vodafone.
Yes. Do you remember this phone?
Vodafone.
Orbital.
It's not Ghana phone. It's not.
Yeah,
I know
it
it was
wasn't- it wasn't
Ghanaian
in
this thing, but
Ghana,
like
yes.
Vodafone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Orbital.
They've been there for long.
Okay, there was a phone called Orbital. That was 90. Orbital 901 handset. Some big phone, me.
For
They said,
mobile chip.
Merry Christmas. You know, this inventors, they love to do try and error. Let me give it a try. If it didn't work, I'll still do it this way. So you want to try, you always want to give it a try. So I think now we don't do that. We don't want to, because a mistake I best remember. You know, this brought about invention. This made them popular. I remember Bob, he tried severally. So I think we need to work on try
And error.
basis. Yeah. So these days, you realize that over 6 billion texts are sent per day.
6 billion.
Yes, over.
Are you sure? It could even be more than, because right
Yes,
now, I don't
over.
even know what engineer is doing here.
Over
Maybe she's
6
texting
billion.
somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Over 6 billion per day. Yeah, because maybe it's your messages alone.
Oh,
The ones you be sending me.
I just say
I don't
hello.
really like sending. I'm not really much of a chatter.
Oh,
I
really?
don't really chat. If you see me chatting, then maybe it's in a group and we are discussing a topic at hand. But really, to chat this thing. If it's our friendship is built on chatting, me, I don't have those friends.
Mm-mm.
So for me, I remember in the 80s.
You remember?
Hey, this is serious.
You were there.
This
Yeah.
is getting
I love to
tensions.
text.
Yeah?
I love to text. I mean, not in the 80s. Yeah. I remember those times when there wasn't phone, like it wasn't that popular. There was this young phone, very small one, and now I see it in the market.
Yeah, sure.
The Nokia one.
Yes,
So small.
it's very small. You can swallow when you get okra.
Hey.
Yeah. Even without, even
Don't
with
go and
water, it was
swallow.
not like pill.
Don't go and swallow me, babe.
Yeah. Wow. So
SHS, we used to have it a lot.
Mm.
yeah,
When
let's not hide
even
it.
when inspection is coming, we can put it in broom. Then
Hey, hey.
we hide it.
Now, wow.
Yeah, the broom will be in the class. They come and check everywhere. They will not find
Wow. Ganata. Tell them
it. How do you know?
I'm a prophet.
Ah.
Yeah,
Alright.
Ganata. We used to do miracles. So, hey, Ganata.
Okay. So this is us in the next
don't
part.
take this miracle for yourself. It's there for everyone.
Yeah. So over 6,000 new computer viruses are created and released every month.
Eh?
Every day.
Come again.
Over 6,000 computer viruses. Over 6,000 computer viruses. Yeah. So over 6,000 computer viruses are created. Yeah. Every month.
Ah.
Someone's even telling me every day.
Hey. Wow.
Yes. I remember
Yeah, I know. My
There's-
dad
there's-
goes every week he comes.
there's this guy who wants to create one, a friend of mine, and I asked him, Charlie, what are you using?
Why you?
What is the essence He said, I need money.
Yes,
it's
that's the
important.
thing. They create the virus, then they create the
create the
antivirus,
antivirus.
and then
Yes.
they make you buy it.
Yes. They buy it.
This one
They
is
create it.
it's like this. If you don't have a problem, create a problem and you get the solution.
Of course. This was the problem in the world is not enough to make everybody earn money. So add more problems to get your own money.
Okay, I hope you are enjoying the show. Welcome Eugenia as she gives us some security tip for the day.
Hello, I'm Eugenia and I'm coming to you with security tip. And today I just want to talk about something simple. Data backup. Usually people will be like, oh, I want to back up these data so that it's not lost. And then they back up the data on the same device. You have a file or something containing this data, and then you back up and you back it up, and the backup is on the same device. When the device is gone, you lose the data and its backup as well, and it's just a cost 90 something. So I think cloud security, like with the Android, I own this thing, iCloud.
Yeah.
I think Google is Google Drive. Yeah.
You think?
A Google Drive.
Yes.
I'm more into the iCloud. So when you save things like this, it can be accessed on the web. So even if your device is lost, you can get another device and immediately you log into your iCloud account. You get all your data there. So I think that is what I have for you today. Thank you.
Thank you. If you like backing up your data on your same device, you heard it. You can put a stop to it. I mean, it's good to put a stop to it. So thank you for listening.